James Conner, who certainly rebuilt his value going over to Arizona, I think it's pretty unlikely that James Conner is going to retain the RB9 value and points per game that he did last season. But I'll ask you, Drake, is there a situation for James Conner that will be as fruitful for fantasy as he was in Arizona last year?
Well, I put down the Miami Dolphins. We've mentioned them once or twice already in the show. They've got nearly $50 million in cap space. I imagine they're going to draft somebody to be a young up-and-coming running back. I don't trust Myles Gaskin or any of these guys they have there now. So why not get James Conner? He can kind of be that, veteran presence in the backfield and nurture along the young guy. And, hey, why not fall into the end zone 6 or 7 times? And as your, what the hell flex in a 2-flex league or whatever, and maybe in best ball, he helps you out a little bit. But that's where I like him going. Let's bring him to Miami. So we're putting him out there. And then who else? I sent some other guy to Miami earlier today. So we're rebuilding the Dolphins, make the Dolphins great again, like it's 1983.
It was Allen Robinson, I believe.
Dude, bring them all. They got all the money in the world. Pay me enough. I'll become a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like,
I don't. Sorry. Oh, I was just going to say, side note, I went to high school with Don Shula's granddaughter in Clarksville.
Wow.
So
that's a fun fact.
Just random. Just something random.
Should have tossed you one of those steakhouses.
I was on a little bit of a delay, so I didn't cut in quite as early as I wanted to.
You got to fight for that bandwidth, Britt.
Yes. What is it? We got to break this down. Britt, what is your husband doing right now with this bandwidth? You're freezing up like Frosty the Snowman on us.
He's playing Call of Duty. You sound like the Terminator.
It's not Call of Duty. It's like League of Legends or some shit like that. I don't know. He's playing his damn Xbox. I'll text him right now and tell him to cut it.
You got to designate. Sellers, you can call that. You got to designate 1 hour block. Maybe do some meditation or something. Sellers, we gotta get this. We gotta get this block.
I'm saying cut the Wi-Fi. I'm cutting out.
Locked in. Yeah. So for me, like James Conner, I don't think teams are going to look at James Conner and say, this guy's amazing. I think they're going to look at James Conner and say, that's the guy that fell into the end zone for the Cardinals when they needed him to. You know what I mean? Like his season was kind of like LeGarrette Blount style football. And he might be a little too high end for this location, but I think the Seahawks are going to just be looking for anybody that can just kind of carry the load and help them get through the season. Right. The thing is, if they sign him to a 2-year deal, it could cancel out any comp picks. So it would have to be a 1-year deal. But a lot of people are going to be taking 1-year deals because they're waiting for that Amazon money in 2023. So, I mean, it's hard to say if that's the guy that they're going to go for. But Rashad Penny's a free agent. Alex Collins is a free agent. Chris Carson has a neck injury, which for running back, that doesn't sound good. You know what I mean? So I could see them just grabbing whoever they could grab as a plotter or somebody they think they can just hand the ball to a bunch of times and kind of James Robinson their way through the season while not winning games and successfully preparing for life after Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I could see him being like that Jamal Williams, when the Lions picked him up last year, kind of being that guy to as a bridge, so to speak. Right. But I think he kind of I think he's got a spot there. He wants to be back in Arizona. He has said that. If they end up getting another running back, he can be that, like Chester Taylor was with Adrian Peterson, like that kind of, we've got a veteran back, but eventually we're going to cede this stuff to the new guy. We know Connor is a character guy, and that's somewhere, that's a perfect spot for him where he can be kind of that bridge to the next guy. If the Cardinals want to, get a guy like Isaiah Spiller, or Breece Hall, or Kenneth Walker, guys like that, that's a guy that you can have knowing what you already have in James Conner. They're likely not bringing Chase Edmonds back into the fold too. So, I think they need to get something else out of their running game. Bringing Connor back, as kind of that transition to a decent capital running back in the draft, I think would be a good move for Arizona.
So I initially wrote the Cardinals because I do think that they bring him back. But what if he were to go back to Pittsburgh and spell Najee Harris? Because apparently Mike Tomlin was, quote, heartbroken over the fact that they couldn't retain him in free agency. Benny Snell is not the backup guy. Their offensive line still has a bunch to work with. The Steelers have a ton of cap space. So do you think that the Steelers go and make a move for Connor to come back to Pittsburgh and be like that compliment to Najee?
I think we got to get that "I'm coming home" clip loaded up because this
We
episode
totally do.
is chock full of them.
That would crush
Right.
Najee's fantasy value.
Yeah, it
It
would.
really would. It really would.
Unless they give Connor like 12 carries.
On the year.
Or like, dude,
Get out.
you're going to run in the
13
preseason,
touchdowns.
and then we'll keep you on like the practice squad.
They give him 12 carries. He has 13 touchdowns.
He can be running back Ricky Seals-Jones.
The last thing you need, if you're a running back like Najee or pretty much anybody, the last thing you need is a 6'1", 235-pound bowling ball coming in to Gus Edwards and Mike Tolbert all the touchdowns away. Like that is, yeah. I mean, Drake's right.
But
It would just
Najee's
crush
like-
his value.
Najee's the same age as Connor now, right?
Yeah, I
Najee's
think, yeah.
old.
Najee
He's
turned like
Gus,
40,
he's 30.
45 today. It's his birthday today.
Oh, really?
It's actually his birthday today. It is his birthday today.
you were serious.
Oh, I'm dead serious. His birthday. Yeah, he turned 24 today. It's March 9th, right? Yeah, no, it's his birthday.
Wow, that is
I got
amazing.
information, man. New shit has come to light.
Not gonna get nothing past me, brother.